Hey Scuffed gang, sorry I've been away for a little while. I haven't really had anything to do on the car until now, and well, let me just show you. So, as you'll notice, I've taken off the intake here, and that's because it started to run like absolute shit. You'll also notice I've taken all the friggin' spark plugs out, and that's because, have a look at this mungy, nasty ass shit. Yeah, that's what was in the car. So, that wasn't any good. So basically what was happening was I was like turning on the car, I was trying to get it started, but all it was doing was just like kind of spluttering and coughing and like not really coming on at all. And I thought it might've been like a vacuum leak or something. So I checked all that and it all seemed fine. And yeah, I decided to pull out the spark plugs and have a look at them. And they look like they've been in the fucking car since 1943 and been through World War II. Jesus. All right, but we do have 8 brand new NGK spark plugs ready to chuck straight back in. So I'm hopefully, you know, just gonna get that all sorted. And I really hope that that's what's wrong and that's what's gonna fix it. Because if it isn't, I have no idea what it is. And yeah, that's not gonna be good. Look at that, nice new spark plug, even has a little plastic cover on top. Whoop. Nice. So, it's been a long time since I put spark plugs in the car. I can't quite remember if you're supposed to do anything special, but I am gonna put a little bit of lube on the thread to put it in, just so it goes in nice and yeah, it doesn't have any problem going in. Now, normally I suppose you might use a bit of oil, but I'm literally just gonna use a bit of fucking WD-40. Just get that on there, get the thread nice and lubed and wet, and then yeah, I'm gonna start installing these bad boys. Right, I'm gonna start with the hardest one first, which is gonna be the one up the back, because I'd like this to go from being hard to easy. That's the way you should do all jobs if you can. Because then at the end, you don't want to kill yourself. All right, so I'm just gonna drop that in down there, and I'm not gonna use my fucking ratchet yet. I'm just gonna use the extension in the socket to get it in, and then I'll use the ratchet to tighten it up. Because that's how you make your life easy. All right, so it's nice and tight now with that. So then we can just get our ratchet, make sure it's on tightening. Get that in the end, and then yeah, just tighten it up. Now don't go too tight. I don't have a torque wrench, and I'm not quite sure what the specific torque setting is, but they're a little hard to get out when I did it, so I'm just gonna make sure that they're nice and tight. Not too much. All right, you don't want to wreck them, so that'll do. Just when he's kind of feeling the resistance to the point where it's getting, yeah. All right, nice. Time for number 2. And if you're ever gonna do this, make sure you have spark plug sockets, because they have like a bit of rubber inside them that holds on to the end of the spark plug so it doesn't just fall straight out of your socket. So yeah, make sure you've got those if you're ever planning on doing this. All right, I'll do 2 down. Only 6 friggin' more to go. Right. I think my socket's still down there. Whoops. There it is. Never had that happen before, but okay, whatever. Alright, one more on this side, and then this half of the engine's done. Alright. Alright, so those 4 are done. Okay, right. I'm also going to show you what I did to make sure that I don't forget which plug goes where. Okay, so if you're an idiot like me and you have a terrible memory, what you can do is get some white out and then just get your coil plugs there and then just write the number on the top of them. So that's the second one, so that's going that way, so that would be 1, that would be 2, so that one goes in there. Yeah, easy. Oh, this is the fucking worst one because you've got your goddamn little vacuum sucky boy up here that heads down to, I don't know what that is or where it goes, but it's in the fucking way. That's all I know. It's in the goddamn way. So you kind of gotta be crafty with this one. Force it out of the way, and then also just make sure you got enough room. It is a pain in the ass. This was the worst one to do. It's really hard getting the friggin' socket wrench in there. Alright, this is how I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna have to do it already mounted on there. Line that up. Get the hole. Move everything out of the way. God damn it. There we go. It's just too much shit in the way. Please tell me my socket came out with that, or I'll be very upset. It did. Come on. Alright. That's the hardest one done. God damn it. I need a drink. Alright. Sweet. Should be nice and easy from here on out. Two more to go. Now for anybody who's changing spark plugs on an inline engine, this is probably 10 times easier for you because all you got to do is get to it like right on top and you can just go straight down. Whereas V engines are a pain in the ass because obviously this is at like, I don't know, a 45-degree angle, so it's a pain in the ass. All right, one more to go. Now remember what I said before, how we got the leads numbered? So that I didn't number because there's obviously 4, so I only needed to number 3 of them. And if I can't remember that 4 is the one I didn't fucking number, then must be something freaking wrong with me. There we go. Alright, it's on. I felt it. I felt it slide on. Now I just want to organize the cable. I'm going to clean that one up with a bit of parts cleaner and my cloth like I did on the other side because it's a bit nasty. Get your brake and parts cleaner, spray it on, don't be shy, get your rag, and just clean it. Make sure you don't spray it down in the hole, you don't want to do that, you just want to clean the outside of it, get all that rusty crap off. Alright, much better. Put that back down, and that's plugged in, alright. So, technically, it's done, but I gotta put the intake manifold back on now. Right, now that I've made a friggin' mess on the floor of my garage that I gotta clean up later, let's get this intake back on, and yeah, we should be ready to party. All right, so I've got it here in my hand. Because this was owned by someone else, it is missing like pretty much, well, there's only really, I think, 2 bolts that hold it in or whatever. So there's like one that goes up here and then a bit further down. There's one that goes here to support it. But mine didn't have those. So I literally could just pull the whole thing out. So I'm just gonna stick this back in and see how we go. Literally, you can just fucking drop this back in here. Make sure you don't mess anything up in the process. Oh, actually, this is a cover for the left side spark plug leads. So this just needs to slot over the top of that side, like that rocket cover. So you just slide that in back there like that. Kind of line it up with the pipe. Get the whole thing in. Make sure your vacuum lines and everything are lined up too. All right, there we go, actually. Right. So that's in. So that's good. So we can get that vacuum line, slide that on. Get the other line that went here, which went somewhere. I think it's this one. Yeah, it's this one here. Make sure you put your vacuum lines back on. And then I've got to tighten them up. I've got to get my screwdriver. Make sure that won't go anywhere. And I just got to get my pliers for the hose clamps for the vacuum line. So they're just like the pinch ones, which are pretty easy. You just grab it on both sides and then bring it over. Let go of it at the end so it stays on. Shit. Same with the smaller one. Alright, so they're on, and don't forget to plug in your mass airflow sensor, which is this big bad boy right here on top. So get your clip for that. Plug that in. Make sure everything's plugged in. Make sure it's all good, all set. That should be it. That should be done, theoretically. So let's see if it actually starts now. Woo! It was the spark, boy! She run it! Fuck yeah, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. 35 bucks and it's fixed. Good shit. Good stuff, Scuffed Garage. Woo! Right, thanks for watching, dudes. I did end up, in the end, just reverting back to the pod filter after taking it for the little test drive because it felt a little sluggish compared to what it had felt like driving with the pod filter on. So I've just gone back to that and I'll see how it goes for now. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Yeah, and I guess I'll see you again when I find something else that I've got to do. I do have to actually service my daily, which is the pulsar, so I might do a video on that. I'll see you guys soon. Cheers.